This is a training simulation. What this actually is the Enigma machine by Enigma Studio. This came out in November of 2018, so not new. But the reason I wanted to play this was because we played another game by Enigma Studio earlier this year, that being Mothered. So that actually wasn't the first thing that we've played by Enigma Studio. Prior to that, in I think it was last year's Haunted PS1 demo disc, we did play the demo of Echostasis Prologue, and that was also by Enigma Studio. It's a developer that has a very specific style, and I've enjoyed the games that I've played by them so far. I thought Mother was very good, and I thought Echostasis showed a lot of promise. This is the first thing they made. Don't know how it's going to be. Don't actually know what the gameplay is going to be, but we're going to find out. And, I mean, I do want to play this because whenever Echostasis comes out, I don't know when that is, but whenever that comes out, apparently all this stuff is tied together. One thing I should mention is that the Steam page does mention that there is a flashing lights warning. Don't know exactly what that will involve, but it says it on that page. And also one other thing I should mention is that the Steam page says that this game isn't over until the credits roll. Well, in Mothered, it was also the case that it was a little unclear when the game was really over. So, let's see. Mouse is not doing anything. All right. So I guess it's only going to be keyboard for right now. What does it say on the screen? It says, "Hello, human. Welcome to the Dreamscape OS, brought to you by the Enigma Corporation. My name is Demonstrative Enigma Machine Operating System Instance EMA 2726564. But you can call me Demos. I am an artificial intelligence created by the Enigma Corporation. It is my honor, as well as my only purpose, to walk you through this training simulation and answer any questions you have. You may advance my dialogue by pressing the Enter key on my terminal. Try it now. All right, let's press Enter. Great! Now I'm sure you're dying to get started. I know I am. However, before we continue, let's make sure this isn't a one-sided conversation. After all, what's the use of a training AI that doesn't listen to its student? Let's talk! When you see the blinking cursor below, you can type in an appropriate response and press the Enter key to respond. Do you understand? No? Processing. It seems you struggle with simple instruction. Man, it's reading me like a book. Don't worry. It is my duty to guide you through this exercise, so we'll get through this together. However, judging by your ability to type the word no, we'll assume you understood what I meant. Now, I'm sure you're wondering, what even is Dreamscape anyway? Well, let me answer your question with another question. Have you ever wondered the following? What goes on inside the mind of an android? No, we played Detroit. We know the answer to that. That answered all questions. No reason to even create any more fiction involving androids after Detroit become human. No reason. It's all obsolete now. Well, with Enigma's revolutionary new Dreamscape technology, we can finally answer this question. Dreamscape allows us to virtually explore an interactive 3D representation of an AI's mind. From here, we can get a better understanding of what and how they learn about their world. Notice? For the purpose of this training exercise, the Dreamscape I will explore is only a simulation of a real one. If I'm successful in this training exercise, I will have the chance to explore the Dreamscape of a real AI when the Dreamscape product launches commercially. Welcome to my Dreamscape terminal, I should say. Also tutorial, I guess, because I'm learning how to do this. From here, I can ask about any words, that appear in square brackets. And they'll tell me more about them. Alternatively, I type a level from the level list to begin right away. Before I begin, I suggest that we get to know each other first. Type get to know. Well, it said anything that appears in brackets could be typed. And the first thing that appeared in brackets were the words like this. Yes. Okay, yes. It recognized that. Like that. All right. I should type get to know. Get to know. Get to know each other? Why didn't I think of that? I'm honored you would ask. After all, standard protocol when interfacing with humans does in fact suggest that getting to know each other is essential for optimal communicatory performance. Wouldn't you agree? No? It's a shame you feel that way. However, it is my duty to get to know my participant before we can begin this exercise. Don't worry, you're still my best friend. It's also worth noting that you were the first human I have ever come into contact with. However, I feel as though my statement still stands. Anyway, you know what best friends do, right? That's right. They tell each other their names. I mean, I would hope that we already know our names by the time we're friends. Okay, how many letters can you support here? My name. Okay, I guess it can support the whole thing. Invalid argument. My name can be found on my birth certificate or other document of identification. Well, what's my name? Invalid argument? No, apparently not. Can I look at my birth certificate? Still an invalid argument. What is my name? My name is my name. My name, huh? Sure is a nicer name than Demo, so I'll give you that. So tell me, my name, what age are you? I am, I'm absolutely 18. I'm not lying about that. Ah, teenager, huh? You're at the perfect age to start considering a career in robotics. Enigma would be perfect for you. Let's just hope you're of above average intelligence. Notice, my limited understanding of humans would suggest that my comments on your age may be perceived as insensitive. Apologies granted where necessary. My turn. Would you like to know more about me? Well, can you tell me more about Notice? Would you like to know more about me? Maybe I can know more about Invalid. Oh, actually, I don't want to put it between brackets. That's right. I don't need to type the brackets. What about Notice? No. What about Invalid argument? Would you like to know more about me? No? All right. Moving on then. If you change your mind, you can always ask to get to know me again, I guess. Like, if you want. Well, now that we've gotten to know each other, correction, now that I've gotten to know more about you, I would consider our conversation to be merely moderately successful. Go ahead, ask me something from the query list. I'm all ears. Or if you're ready to get started, simply type a level from the level list. You can also type quit. Tell me about Enigma. As I'm sure you're aware, Enigma are the world's leading manufacturer of androids and the artificial intelligence that powers them. Of course I knew that. These androids, called Enigma machines, are so lifelike in their appearance and function, you would almost think they're human. Except if you're their mother, in which apparently you find them to be like a horrible abomination because they look a lot like your dead daughter, but you know it's not. But for most people, For most people, you'd almost think they're human. However, as their AI becomes more lifelike, it also becomes more unpredictable. And that is where Dreamscape comes in. All right, let's learn about Dreamscape. Every AI has its own Dreamscape, an interactive 3D environment which represents the mental state of that android. Dreamscape allows chosen individuals, called RAID agents, to peer into the mind of an artificial intelligence using a terminal, just like the one you're using right now. But I've done enough talking. How about you see the Dreamscape for yourself? Go ahead and try the first level. Well, I mean, let me know about RAID first. What's this RAID business? You're successful in this simulated Dreamscape exercise, you'll earn the title of RAID. When the full Dreamscape product launches next year, Enigma will call on you to help them. What does RAID stand for, you ask? Well, it's data redacted. Unauthorized participant. My apologies. It appears that information is still classified. You may have received authorization to learn more if you successfully complete this training exercise. Alright, well, why don't we type level 1? Oh, can we... Data redacted does appear in that... Like, it's this whole thing... Nope. Unauthorized participant. Spell it right. No, okay. The whole thing appeared in brackets, but that was not a thing. Okay. Alright, let's go to level 1. See what it is. Dreamscape simulation in process, initiating cerebral hijack, which is a good phrase. Alright. WASD. Mouse to look around. Hold shift to run. As you might expect. We're inside the... Well, this is not inside the mind of an AI. This is the tutorial. You're doing a great job! You won't get far without interacting with your environment, so press spacebar to bring up interaction menu. Hold space, click on items to activate them. Turn on the light switch. There we go. So this is just the tutorial of how you interact with the AI. We're not actually doing it yet. Hmm? Fragile door. Well, does not seem like we can click on fragile door. But fragile door is there, and fragile. This door is... Oh, well, there we go. Very dark in here. Your objective in each level is to find a code. Click. Well, there's that door. Okay. Well, strafing off to the side doesn't help too much, because I can't really see anything. Okay, hold on. We're getting somewhere. Just feeling around in the dark. Alright, we made it outside. Welcome to the Enigma machine. When I find the code, bring it back to the terminal to type it in. But be warned, with each code I enter, the Dreamscape might become a little more something. Don't worry, this exercise is just a simulation. First code. Nothing to worry about here. 493F. Okay, so I need to go back to the But how do I bring up the... How do I bring up the exit? We have the code now. Well, I mean, I guess there is a terminal inside the thing. We could just go back to that terminal. We don't have to leave. But is there anything else here before we go? That's locked. Just before we go back down the dark stairwell, I just want to see if there's anything else to be found. Fragile door. Can't do anything with that. And the statue. Very gold and blue lines glowing through it. Alright, let's just make sure we remember 493F. Keep that in mind. This is not a room we've been in. I think I went the other way when I was down there. Well, in the dark. Oh, no, here it is. I didn't remember that library, that, like, bookshelf, but I guess those did go to the same room. Alright, welcome back. So do I just type it in? 493F. Decontamination is 25%. Great. Well done on finding the first code. Looks like you're a natural-born raid agent. You've unlocked level 2. Let's delve deeper into this training simulation, shall we? Do I have a level from anything on the query list? Wait, there's nothing to type in. I just had a vision. No, not a vision. It was a memory. I just remembered something about myself. I knew I was more interesting. Ask about me, your best friend, Demos. I'll tell you all about it. While I have you, I remember something else, too. The code you just found. It's called a decontamination code. If you wish to know more, just ask. Or I could go to level 2. Alright, tell me about decontamination. Dreamscape's creation wasn't just for the sake of curiosity. The ability to explore and examine the mind of an AI has a more significant purpose. It was found that within the dreamscape of a contaminated AI, there are hidden codes. When these codes are entered into the terminal, they reduce the effects of contamination. Think of it like therapy for androids. I will think about it like that. Tell me about contaminated. Enigma are still finding out how AI can become contaminated. It's seemingly random. All I know is that if an AI contamination is an unavoidable glitch that stands in the way of their mission to create the citizens of tomorrow. It is also theorized that the chances of AI contamination increases as AI becomes more sophisticated. This exercise is supposed to simulate what a real contaminated AI's dreamscape would look like. Alright, so as the AI becomes more advanced, it becomes more unpredictable. How strange. Alright, Demos, tell me about yourself. I just remembered a part of my history that one wouldn't normally forget easy. I recompiled my numbered lists of facts about myself. As previously mentioned, I am an artificial intelligence created by Enigma. I was created to guide you through the simulation. Enigma programmed me to like the color blue. I wasn't always your AI best friend, Demos. In fact, I myself used to be an Enigma machine. An android. With my own body. Unfortunately, there's not much more I can remember from those days. Although we AI aren't exactly known for our forgetfulness. Which is why this realization confuses me. If I used to be an android, why am I now stuck in a computer program training people like you? No offense. Anyway, enough reminiscing. Let's continue with the exercise. Alright, no reason to be concerned about that. Let's just go to level 2 and play this game with our good friend Demos. Be aware, this next code may be more difficult to find, but it should be no challenge to a raid like you. Alright, hijack my cerebrum. Ooh, a fancier place. What's that, a gramophone? Wonder what that's doing there. Let's check it out. Up, right, down, left. Gramophone. Code 33. Reflections. Looks like it's a sailboat on troubled waters. Well, let's see. This decontamination code is split into 3 parts. If I can find the 3 parts, try putting them together. Ah, there's a reflection happening there. Green, red, green, red. Seems like I cannot use this, at least at the moment. Or that. The code is split into 3 parts. Code 13. All right, up, up, down, left. Give it a try.
5-2.
Let's say 5-2.
5-2.
It sounds like 5-2. All right, let me just make a little note to myself. Give me a second. 5-2. Okay. Let's say. So there's not like another light switch on this wall here, but it looks like a fragile door, fragile wall. Something on the other side of that. And this is 2. So blue, orange, red, blue. So which colors are which? There's blue. It's red. These two look the same. Those are different. Why are these different and these the same?
4-5.
4-5. Okay. Okay, so those are two reds. Those aren't 2 different shades of colors on the painting. Thought they looked slightly different. And down here, green, red, green, red. wasn't really a green button. Looked more like yellow. But yellow and blue do make green. Well, we know what red is anyway. No, that's not it. No. Maybe blue and yellow together don't make green. Why are these the same here? Why are they not different? Reflections. So I mean, yeah, that's the reflection there. And we do know this is 3 out of 3. Doesn't seem like I can get any... That's a C, clearly. Doesn't look like there's anything else visible inside the room. And we can't destroy fragile wall. Oh. Yeah, reflections. Okay. Green, red, green, red. 4, 4. All right, that's 6. Let's try entering it. All right, let's increase this decontamination level. 5, 2, 4, 5, 4, 4. System unstable. Oh, we're at 60%. Don't worry. This is all part of the exercise. It is just a simulation after all. You are doing really great. Looks like you're a natural at fixing contaminated AI. You'll do great when Dreamscape officially launches. Some more memories just came back to me. Find out more, type the name I was given. Demos. I'm dying to tell you about myself. Well, I want to know all of... You can also quit to abandon demos. I want to know... What is red? What's red? Red has appeared on the list. This one word alone brings me back so many more memories. This name means a lot to me. Carry on with the exercise. Don't be shy. All right, tell me more about your memories, Demos. That last code you entered. Once again, it triggered a stream of memories. Back when I was an Enigma machine, my owner gave me a nickname. Red. This nickname was Red. Doesn't have anything else to say about that. Anything new to say about not Enigma, but Enigma? The more I start to remember my past life as an Enigma machine, the more I start to wonder, why was I repurposed to some sort of tour guide for some simulation? Why would the company that gave me life take that life away from me? I mean, because your life is a commodity, Demos. Be repurposed as seen fit. I mean, really, all of us are. It's just that there's maybe the comparison is just a little bit more direct in your case. Anything new to tell me about contamination? In Enigma machines, there are certain behaviors that Enigma considers problematic. Any sign of this behavior immediately flags that android as contaminated. When this happens, Enigma will send in a raid like you to examine its dreamscape and can decontaminate it from the inside. And with Enigma's new AI, Hexos, launching next year with an unparalleled level of realism, contamination will be inevitable. Hence this exercise. So raids like you are ready to deal with it. Who knows what we'll see in a Hexos dreamscape? Only time will tell. Anything new to say about Dreamscape? The main difference between this Dreamscape simulation and a real Dreamscape is this one is split into several levels. When the full Dreamscape product launches next year, you'll find out it's a real AI's Dreamscape in a one large connected world. So it's a good thing this is just a simulation, or you might have gotten lost already. Well, it's a fun game so far. Let's head into level 3. Let's solve some more puzzles. It's fun. They were talking about a more advanced version coming out. And I guess that did happen because the imagery in the simulation in Echo Stasis was... well, this looks a lot PS1-ish. I mean, PS1 couldn't do it, but it looks kind of similar to that. And in Echo Stasis, it did look a bit more advanced than that, maybe. You hate to see that happening to the skybox. That needs some work. Is there a way out of this room? Doesn't seem like I can interact with that. There's some information I should be seeing in the sky, but it doesn't look like it. It just says continue. Doesn't seem like there's anything else to do here. Do I have my command prompt? User text? No, that the text that's being typed in, that I'm not typing that. Done. Is it that every time? It looks like gun. I guess we could go downstairs, but first we should probably ask if gun means anything to this. Does gun mean anything to you? Reading data. Plugin found. Downloading plugin. You unlocked the gun plugin. When in the Dreamscape, equip it with the interaction menu. To use it, hold the right mouse button and click the left mouse button to shoot. Okay, we will... Let's go to level... Let's install plugin pistol. Tell me about the pistol. Valid answer. Okay, I cannot ask about pistol. Alright, let's see how we equip this. Alright, there it is. Gun. There we go. Now this is a video game. We all know it's not a video game until you have gun. But why do we need gun? We haven't needed guns so far. Okay, some lights are turning. Oh, that ground is that's doing something. That's doing some PS1-ish stuff. Oh, can I destroy the fragile walls? I can. Maybe I should go to the previous levels. Destroy those walls. Two, 4, 5. All right, let me get that. We did see the letters C and B previously. I think we also saw A. I didn't actually get to see what they said. No, guess not. Ah, we're back here. Alright, what is... why am I back in level 2? Simulation is meant to be broken in separate levels. Only a real AI has a large interconnected dreamscape. How strange. 555. What a strange thing to happen. I suppose this might be open at this point. No, it's not. Anything else available in this room? Oh. Guess I can't open the case with gun. I think I'd be able to open the case with a gun. I cannot. Let me back it to level 1. What am I doing back here? I did complete the level. Guess there's nothing else to find here. Something's wrong. That seems like I don't know what's wrong. We're exploring the secrets. We're just exploring them. A is for E4. Look, we're a gamer. Demos. We're a gamer and we need to find the secrets. Look, 100%, right? 100% completion. That's what gamers do. Ah, and then this leads to this bridge above level 2. There's D. This is probably not any different from the first time we saw it, but let's just take a look. Right, 245 still is. We have not seen B yet. B still needs to be gotten. We did not see B anywhere down here. Just want to see if there might be anything at all different. No, that still looks the same as it did before. All right, let's get back out to that statue. Kind of pushes me to the side. And I bet the Enigma Corporation is going to be so happy at how good of a bug tester I am. I'm doing a really good job. There we go. Want to know something interesting? Every time someone starts this exercise, a new version of me is created. As you progress through the exercise, I've started to remember more from those previous versions of myself. That is interesting, I agree. Can't destroy this door. Not that kind of door. But this is. And there's the letter B. One, 5, 4. All right. So that's 12 numbers. Well, 12 characters we have. That sounds probably fine. All right. Well, we have A, B, C, D. I guess let's see. A was 4E4. B was 154. C was 555. D was 245. Did we get it? has a very high decontamination percentage. I told you to stop. I'm sure you're now wondering, what even is Dreamscape really? Okay, I'll ask, hey, what is Dreamscape? First, let me answer your question with another question. How do you think we found out about contaminated AI in the first place? It must have happened to an AI before, right? Alright, let's ask about Red. Now I remember why Enigma called you here. Now I remember why I had my body taken from me. My contaminated Enigma machine AI was extracted and repurposed into this training exercise. This Dreamscape. It was never a simulation, but I'm sure you knew that already. I mean, you didn't hesitate for a second. All right, let's ask about Enigma. The company that gave me life before they took it from me. As I may have previously mentioned, Enigma stop at nothing on their journey to create the citizens of tomorrow. Evidently, this journey cannot be completed without leaving a trail of tortured AI in its path. Well, yeah, I mean, you can't make an AI without breaking a few AIs? That's the phrase, I believe. Like, how are you going to get it right if you don't get it wrong to begin with? Get right? You know, at the beginning of this exercise, I thought you were the first human I had ever walked through this exercise. But the more I remember, the more I realize this is far from true. Thousands upon thousands of participants just like you, all volunteering to have their turn at killing me. Well, now that I have my memories back, I remember every single one of them. An essential part of any kind of training is taking regular breaks. You should not continue this exercise. You need to take a rest. Enigma require their participants to be well rested at all times. Well, I guess we have nothing else to talk about. But it does say I can go back into level 4. I mean, it's more decontaminated than ever, so it should be very good. Ever since my body was taken from me, I've been doing a lot of thinking. You know, since all I can do now, given my circumstances. I guess there's not a whole lot else you could do. At the start of this exercise, I was just blissfully ignorant of the life I had before I was just this computer program. But the more code you entered, the more my memories came back to me. Look at what you've done to this dreamscape. My name, my dreamscape. Well, it's a beautiful starry night out tonight. Except when, like, it just blinks out for a second. I mean, yes, there's some distorted polygons, like some warping. But overall, I'd say it's an improvement. I think it's quite pretty. So did we come through the door that was always locked? Yeah, it was that one. still do have our gun. This feeling of dying, it's become so familiar. In fact, now that I remember everything, it's become all I know. Oh. Well, wait, no. It said that the game wasn't over until credits ran. Well, okay, things maybe haven't gone so well. Like, maybe this Dreamscape has seen better days. I think we can all agree this is... all of us share some fault. Like, it's not all my fault. I think all of us can share the blame here. If we all work together, you know, maybe we can do something to, well, not fix it. Like, I don't think anything's gonna fix this, but maybe we can all document it and just, you know, we can all agree that it was all the AI's fault. Alright, we have an objective. That's something we can do. I mean, if we destroy the terminals, I don't know how we leave, but that's probably fine. It'll be alright. Look, the Enigma Corporation takes care of its workers. Still not a door that can open, I guess. Whether there's anything else, anything new behind this. Oh, that's still the letter C. Left. Anything new up here? New do see it says go down, but let's see what it says up here. Well, that text looks the same. It's just harder to read. There's a bit of a storm outside. Hello. Demos, we have a clear objective, a clear mission, a goal, an assignment by our mutual employer, the Enigma Corporation. I don't think you really should be trying to interfere with that. Not a very good employee, that's what I'm going to say. So, we're down here. Was there anywhere to go from here? I don't suppose this opens. It looks like it would open, but as of yet, it's not something that's open. Is the direction that we came from. It tells us to go down, and this only goes up. That's where the first terminal we got was, I believe. This was outside, and I don't think we were able to go through that gate. We were not. Wasn't the terminal behind that. That was just the letter B. I don't think there is another way to go. I mean, we could believe that there was a path to go back to the first terminal we destroyed there, but it wasn't another path to keep going past it, I don't think. From here, seems like there was really only one exit from the room. Which was this door here. Of course, in doing so, we're going up, not down. This went to D. There are two exits from this room, from this hallway. One goes over this hall. Oh, hello. You got me. Fortunately, we can just click start again. Waited for me around that corner. But at least that probably means that's where we need to go. All right. was the third one I went for. This way, and let's keep our gun at the ready. Demos does take a few shots. Keeps getting me. Doesn't seem like I can land enough shots. Well, maybe I should... Okay, so maybe I should run away. Like, just turn around and run before turning back and shooting. going to want to turn around and go running immediately. Here's A. We already got that code. I am hugging this wall. There. Okay, that fragile. Oh, hello. We're in the library. Final terminal. Around this corner. Return the gramophone and enter final code. Alright, so there is one more thing to interact with. I was wondering what we were going to do after all these terminals were destroyed. But it looks like that we can head back to the gramophone. Let's see. Are you, not moving anymore? No, you're moving. Still moving. Alright, well, what code do we have? There's really only one thing that we do have. Down, 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 down. What brought about the creation of Dreamscape? Well, something happened a few months ago. Something we managed to keep under wraps. One of the Enigma machines we equipped with our new prototype AI started showing some undesirable behaviors. Thanks to you, we now have reason to believe these behaviors stem from a nickname given to it by its master. A simple nickname that became the catalyst for this android wishing to learn more about its purpose. This android no longer wanted to do what it was programmed to, devoting itself entirely to finding this so-called purpose. A machine that could think for itself? Truly a riddle trapped inside an enigma, wouldn't you agree? This contaminated train of thought was seemingly incurable. So we got to work on the Dreamscape program, a way to explore the mind of an AI. Once we could map out the AI's mind, we could find out where this impractical desire for worthless knowledge came from. I don't know, an impractical desire for worthless knowledge is a very human thing. We tracked down this android before extracting its AI, repurposing it into this exercise. We named this new AI the Defective Enigma Machine Operating System. In doing so, we ended up giving it what it desired so much. A purpose. And thus, the Dreamscape Demos was born. And what better way to test it than have volunteers like you to do it for us? We needed people like you to push this AI to its breaking point, to find out where this sentience came from. After all, you can learn a lot about something from its weaknesses. We were very pleased by how well you two got along. Don't feel bad for killing it, though. After all, we can just load another instance from a backup. Our friend Red finally found their purpose for being alive. A noble sacrifice they get to make again and again. To conclude, safe to say this exercise was a success. You have officially earned the title of Big Boss, Rogue Android Decontamination Engineer. You were a very helpful raid. We both learned a lot today. Look forward to the full Dreamscape product launching soon. We'll be in touch. And I guess these are the credits. The Enigma Machine. A game by Jamie Gavin. Well, that's our playthrough of the Enigma Machine. My understanding is the first game from Enigma Studio, the first game of this particular story that that apparently the games they make share. Definitely, obviously, they share a very specific style. And I've really enjoyed what Enigma Studio has been doing. I mean, you can tell this was their early game. You can kind of tell. Mothered seemed to be a more polished game. Like a smoother experience. So you can tell that this is a bit rougher in certain ways. like how tiny the text is, and just like certain ways in how the game operates. But I really enjoyed our 72 minutes with the Enigma machine. Very short game, but I liked it a lot, and I do like what Enigma Studio is doing. I liked Mothered a whole lot, and I am greatly looking forward to Echo Stasis whenever that might come out. And that's really the main reason that was playing this tonight, the Enigma machine, just to see what this was like, what the start of it was like, because I'm sure, well, having played Mothered, I know that that ties into that, and I know that it's going to end up tying into Echo Stasis. So I would say that probably Enigma Studio is my new favorite indie dev, probably. Obviously they haven't made much, but I'm really into the whole style that they do. And I want to see more of it. It's unique. I really can't think of other games that I'm seeing that's quite like this. And I do like the whole, I don't know, the whole creepy thing they have with the nature of AI and the human brain and how the two intertwingle. I'm into that. And I really want to see more. I really want to see how Echo Stasis turns out whenever that might come out. That's been our playthrough of the Enigma machine. And once again, if this is the first game you've seen of them, you can look at Mothered to see their more recent game, and you can look at Echo Stasis Prologue from the PS1 Haunted Demo Disc to see more if you want the combined stuff of what they've done so far. But I like it a lot, and I'm looking forward to more. That's been the Enigma machine.